Hey music fans, as a roadie I had this great opportunity to tour with all these bands. I wrote a book about my experiences on the road and it was the #1 new release on Amazon and Bios and it's now sold millions of copies on Kindle. I'm Joel Roadie and this is my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star. I just listened to this kick-ass track for the first time by Sabaton, and it made me realize, man, I haven't listened to Sabaton in a while. And what I love about doing my little channel here is it gives me a reason to keep exploring music, which is important to me. I like that. And I love it when there's bands like Sabaton. I'm like, man, I haven't listened to this in a while. What the hell? And I jump into something like this that I think is just a bitchin' song. It's called Carolus Rex. I did read the lyrics in between here. I just did the official lyric video, which was cool, but it was all in, I think, German. And so I didn't know what they were saying. So I went and read it. Basically, the gist is, I don't work for no church. I don't work for no man. I work for God himself, and that's my direction. I ain't afraid of nobody. That's basically the Joel Roadie lyrics all put together. But they're actually very poetic in the track. So, sorry if any of the Sabaton guys see this, they'll be like, wow, thanks for like the shitty bridge notes on our song. Anyhow, I wanted to check it out live because the song's so powerful. There's so much aggression to it, and it's just such a kick-ass track, man. So let's do this together. I found this live version. I have reacted to this concert before, but I haven't ever heard this particular track. Let's do it! I love that bit at the end there. Joaquin turned around and he had this big smile. He's like, it's got to be cool to be the front man of band and you're performing to the audience because audience rocks right here. And what's really cool about the specific performance is that the audience here were into it, dude. They were very, very great. You know, they were ready to rock and roll. And you turn around and you just see like super cool stage with the tank. You got the drummer, dude. You got all the string instruments, and you look around you and you're like, this is so cool. I am lucky to be alive. And that's just in that quick smile, that's what I took from it. I think I said this in the last video from this performance, but people wonder, you know, what it's like from a roadie's perspective. That's that. That's basically what we see for the entire show. It does surprise me. I think this is my third reaction video to this particular show, and it seems like all of the footage is that angle. The guy just never left stage right and just kept shooting. I figure at some point you'd go downstage, you'd jump in the pit, and you would try to mix it up a bit. But anyhow, I guess bird's eye view, right? So that's what it's like being around. That's what we see all night. You know? I had on this podcast Cosmo, who's the drummer of Creedence Clearwater Revival. Such a cool interview, such an awesome guy. I tried to get him back on to do some reaction videos. Unfortunately, his Parkinson's is really bad, and I don't think he's able to do it. Sucks, but the guy was badass. And one of my favorite things he said, you know, what's it like to be a drummer? All you see is a sea of butts. Because the rock stars are in front of you and you're just playing drums. And I thought that was real funny, man. Anyhow, to this specific performance, sorry to elaborate and go on my tangenty stuff, but it's early on a Sunday and I don't know, I felt like it, so there. But what I liked about it was just that energy of it and the crowd participation. You could hear them just loving every second of it. And it makes me feel good. Especially when I like the track too, and I truly do. It was cool, man. The only thing I would have really liked was to see, I think it was Tommy, play the guitar solo. I'd like to see that from the front rather than the rears. But I really enjoyed this. Thank you ever so much. The next one here I'm going to jump in. It's Tommy and Eric Granville. And they did a rendition of this track together. They just released it. And so we're going to jump into that and check it out. I hope it's awesome. Thanks, guys, so much. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Hey, the podcast is over. What are you still doing here? Well, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thanks.